Flaws and all, womanhood, sisterhood, and traveling through the worst hood, adulthood. Conversation from a woman's point of view. This is the S.I.S Podcast.
Hey, sis.
Hey, sis.
Phony asses. So we back again with season 2. Oh, damn.
She did, girl. Season 3.
Yeah.
Hello, somebody.
Season 3, episode 2. I don't know why they got me
Season 2 was
hosting.
good, though. That's why you keep doing that. Season 2 was good.
You know, that was when we talked about all the nasty you know what I'm saying?
like.
That got us to this.
Right.
That got us to this point. All the nasty stuff that got us to this point. Where last episode we was talking about pregnancy. And now this episode, we talking about what happens after the pregnancy. The baby. The baby is here. And now we got to know what to do with it. So it's everybody's favorite TT, as you already know, your favorite host, hosting again for this episode. And then to my left, is that my left? Left?
It
right?
is.
Left.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Queen. We figure out which one left and right.
I'm your girl, Quell. Hey.
Hey, it's Fee.
And it's your girl, Jenny. And as you can see, we have our newest member, Baby Nunu. Say hi to the people. So last week, I was pregnant. So if you didn't see, now you know what came out of it.
Oh, preciousness.
Hey, Nunu.
All right, so we're going to pass off Baby Nunu, child. Because as you can see, she giving, it's time for nappy time.
See, and this is what happens when you get pregnant. This is the baby that comes.
Right.
Yours may not be as cute as my niece, but it's still a baby.
The shade of it all.
I mean, it's some babies that's a little funny looking.
So it's worth it.
They are beautiful in God's eyes,
Yeah, but it's scary. Like, once you have
just not
it,
society's.
especially when you are expected to have a child, then you go through this whole 9-month process and you done birth this child.
And then they
they
this baby ugly.
For real. You know what you say when the baby ain't when the baby ugly? You say,
shoes.
it's so precious. No, you say, ooh, they look just like they dad.
You your daddy's son.
like his uncle. He looks like somebody in the family. It's gonna be somebody.
Yes.
Ain't he adorable? She's
Hope
so
that baby
adorable.
grow into their looks.
No, but that'd be a real fear. Because honestly, that was a fear of mine. I was like, God. Because asking them, I said on this ultrasound, I said, my baby look like Schmeagol, child.
I don't know what's crazy on the ultrasound. They face be all smooth.
No, because my son looked cute on his little ultrasound, baby.
did.
My baby was cute all the way through. But Nunu? I was like...
But babies go through a whole lot of metamorphosis when they first come out. They look one way, they born color, and then they
Here's your
start
science lesson for today.
Right.
They go through so many changes and stuff once
Hell
they come
no,
out.
I know science,
when you
guys.
first get them, that's not how they're gonna look when they get into their.
But when you
true
have a
form.
foundation, because Iman looked like his ultrasound. Like,
Yeah.
what his ultrasound looked like when he came out,
you was
that's
like,
what
oh,
he
yeah.
looked like. So maybe it's because Nunu, I got ultrasound so early. And so her first one, I was like,
The skin marker Buddha.
better than you, girl.
When she showed it to me, I was like,
Now she got to put a black on her face.
No, when you watch this
well,
later,
you know, when
Bookie.
people pregnant,
Just know
they
I
be
always thought
extra
you was cute.
sensitive. So you
Yeah.
don't be wanting to say
No.
nothing because they be extra sensitive and they
Definitely
be in
don't
their
be like-
feelings. And so, but I was just like,
Nah, it was giving Schmeagol. It was giving Schmeagol.
I don't know.
I called my
We just
cousin.
hope that the looks come in.
She's so precious.
But then that about 30-week ultrasound came in. I said, oh, my baby cute, y'all.
She's gonna be cute regardless. It's genetics.
Nah, when she came in that other ultrasound, we was like, oh, she looked like Jenny. She looked like us. That's our baby. Because
Yeah.
Iman looked just like his daddy and them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he do. He looked just like his daddy and them. I'm like, we needed our own.
It's gonna end up looking like somebody in the family. It's genetics. So if it's your child, it's gonna look like somebody.
No, but
they're
it's
gonna
gonna
look like
look like
themselves too, though. So.
Yeah, but this our baby.
Yeah, she looked like me.
No, then let it be known, baby, very clear. This our baby.
Yeah.
The emphasis.
This the Our Yumi Clark baby.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So they ain't switch it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Next
Question.
Question.
So, what was your initial feeling when you saw your baby?
So when the baby came out, after pushing and having it in 9 months, they laid on my chest. I'm like, oh my gosh. You have this emotion, automatic feeling of, I want to protect this child with all I have. Like, oh my gosh.
So y'all didn't want them to clean it?
First of all,
You said, what was your first feeling? That was your first?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
they put the blood on you? First out the placenta, here you go. Right. What's going on?
Oh, well, I mean, that's what happened. But.
I mean, I wouldn't have mind. I mean, they're going to clean it automatically, but they have to do like certain checks and stuff after they get them out. They have to see how long they are. And, you know, make sure there's no jaundice and all those things. So they're going to definitely check them out. And then they put them on you. And then you do the skin-to-skin contact and all. Just like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
The little bitty fingers. I was
OMG.
just like, and then I automatically had that emotion of, oh my gosh, I got to take care of this child. How I'm going to do this? Because
just that fast.
Yeah, because it's like you want to protect the child.
So many thoughts run through your head when you first look into your baby eyes.
All at once.
All at once.
And no book can prepare you for that kind of feeling.
Yes.
Like, no matter how much you read, how much you prepare, you're like, oh my God.
It is
it's
overwhelming.
on me.
It's overwhelming.
It is overwhelming.
It sounds very overwhelming.
And then think about the emotional come down. Like, you're having all these hormones that's going through your body. And so they're all coming out at once. So you just start crying out of nowhere. And it's an emotional situation. But
You know how
it's
people
so
say
beautiful.
your heart is outside of your body?
Yes.
That's how it is.
Your heart in true
when you
form.
have a child. It's so hard to not be controlling with stuff.
That's interesting because as an auntie, I just don't. I mean, like, I feel like it must be worse as a parent, but like, that's how I, you know what I'm saying, feel as an auntie. Like, my nephew and my niece, they're like, my heart's outside my body.
Yes, that's what it's like.
It's a problem you must be.
It'll be times a million when you have a
So
child.
that's what I was like, I might be terrible. as
We know you will be.
When I first saw my baby, I was like, oh, and then I was looking for markers, like so when they bring him back, I know that he's mine. For some reason, my mind went straight to
They gonna switch your baby?
yes. I was like,
It's a real fear.
I didn't
it
think
is.
about that.
But the thing about COVID was that they did everything in the room. They did his little test in the room, so I felt really privileged having my baby during COVID. But when I saw him, that was my first thought. Oh, then I was like, I was looking for something on his body, and then I was like, he's so big because what they measured him to be like 7 pounds. That boy was 8'12". I was like,
You damn
yes, he was so huge. Yes. Baby, we'll talk about that in another episode, but he Muhammad Ali. But anyway, I was looking and he has a birthmark on his right eye and he has one on his hand and he has a little beauty on his knee, baby. I had copped all that. I was like, okay.
It be that quick.
I'll be looking.
Yeah.
That one mine.
Yeah. I know what
What about you, B?
I'm really trying to remember. And that sounds bad, but it's
Been a while.
yeah, it has. And I'm trying to go from each kid because, again, I think the feeling not necessarily was different, but again, with Janiyah, I didn't watch anything, so I didn't even know how pregnancy was supposed to go. Like the delivery part was supposed to go. Like I'm just thinking back to going into labor. Like I'm at the house, I'm cleaning up, and all of a sudden I'm feeling these pains, and then boom, I'm at the hospital, and then it's like everything happened so quickly. When I got there, I was already 6 centimeters dilated. Yeah,
That baby was coming
exactly.
out.
Yeah, and the
No
thing
epidural.
was,
She was
she
coming.
was early, and this is how he liked to play a lot. Okay, me and my brother, we were not friends at all, or whatever. Like I really did not like my brother growing up. And his birthday was the day after Christmas. So when the clock struck 12, the day after Christmas, I go into labor. I'm just like, on his birthday. I said, I'm not about to play with you like that. Get to the hospital. 6 centimeters dilated already.
coming today.
she coming on
she coming today.
No epidural.
She was coming.
coming.
You coming out.
No, well, I was able to get an epidural.
that's good.
By the grace of God.
Because you was this close.
Yes, this close to being able to miss
Push
that
your own
opportunity. But again, I had no idea what was supposed to happen because
Right.
I didn't want anyone to tell me because I just wanted to experience it.
Right.
Like, I didn't know nothing, okay? So here I am pushing this baby out, and I think my first thought was just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm having a baby. Like I'm having a baby, and when I see her, she is the most beautiful child. Like, not all kids cute when they first come out. Okay?
Yeah.
Not all of them cute. But Janiyah has always been just like, y'all remember growing up how we had Gerber baby? That's exactly what she was to me. She had these big, beautiful eyes. Her skin tone was perfect, just coming straight out. So, I was just really like, I think taken back at the fact that, wow, I really just had a baby. Yeah. That first time mom thing is a real thing. Yeah. So,
Yeah. I think with Iman, I was so like delirious, honestly, because I was exhausted. I was so tired. And when he came out and they put him on my chest, because I was falling asleep when I was pushing him out. And so
not you that time.
Because remember I worked.
Yeah, they had the
I worked like 10 days.
She was
all the way up
on site. You were on site.
Yeah, I was on site pregnant with him. Yes. And so it was literally my first day off when I went into labor. So I was exhausted. And so they put him on my chest and I looked down. He kind of looked up like this. And I was like, this my baby? Like, is he gonna cry? Because he was so quiet. All he did was this.
And
I was like, is he all right?
In the movies, they cry.
Listen, they cry. And I like, y'all said they supposed to cry. Is he breathing? And he ain't crying. Like,
what's going on?
And so then the doctor or the nurse, they like rub him a little bit. And he just does this. And I was like, they're like, that's okay. And I'm like, all right. So I was looking at him and I'm just like, wow, I'm a whole mother.
Yeah.
A whole.
Just that quick.
Yeah.
A whole me.
Yeah, I think that moment when we're all just like, wow.
Like, what does this mean?
And it is a little bit overwhelming because being a mom is
overwhelming.
more than just like what you see. It's literally, you're responsible for whole being.
Everything.
And that child
Not just like the feeding, but the character
Who they're
of that
becoming.
child.
Yes.
It's a huge responsibility.
Everything.
Yeah, and I think that part becomes very overwhelming, but it's also like liberating as well, because to see what we worked so hard for, to actually be able to push that baby out. And, people, I think because people have babies every day, it make it seem like it's such an easy thing to do. But it's not. People die in childbirth
every single day.
Every day.
People don't make full-term pregnancies
Absolutely.
every single day.
Stillbirth.
And so when I say it is a miracle every time you come out with a healthy mom and a healthy baby. Every time. Like, it's like, that thing is not no joke.
Yeah.
And they literally say that literally the closest time a person is to death is when they're in labor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's just kind of like, I think you as like, when you go through that as the mom, like that thing becomes real to you.
It does.
Like, it's like, now I'm obligated to, because I don't think I fight for my life more than when it was, I'm a mom. Like, I be everything I do is like, no, I got to get home to my children.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
it's survival for sure. And the way our bodies kind of like prepare for our children, like we immediately begin lactating. Like, and I remember being in the store and like my breast filling up with milk and just beginning to leak. And I go to call the house and the baby is crying. So it's like your body automatically, it's such an alienistic, I don't even know if that's a word, but it's such an alien experience to kind of know when your child needs something and to be far away from them. And now I see why those animals are able to come right back and they know when their child is being
mom.
Exactly, because that's exactly what our bodies do. And honestly, it is amazing. Like, women are surprised.
It is.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay, that's the. I
Women
guess
are
that's so. That must be like what you call or consider, is that the beauty of motherhood? Because on the flip side, you know what I mean, as somebody, that, is being a support system in there, like that whole childbirth situation is like super high anxiety. At least for me it was. Like, so, and I, I'll talk about this with the dads, but like the thing is, granted, I should have never watched that damn movie.
That Kevin Hart movie. Because I literally, the night that Jenny went into labor, I had watched that Kevin Hart movie where his wife had died after giving birth to the child, and then he became a single father. And so my anxiety went through the roof. Like, I was like,
Did you guys have any complications?
Super anxious.
With your
And child, I went off in the hospital.
I did.
I went off.
Not with Adriana, not with the first one. I had a vaginal birth the first time. That one went smooth. Like I felt the contractions and everything. I had actually had contractions all day. So she was born the day after Valentine's Day. So I went to the doctor on Valentine's Day. And this is the crazy part, y'all. So I go to the doctor and the doctor's like, okay, y'all, you ready to get this baby out? You 39 weeks. We can go ahead and plan to get your get induced like next week if the baby doesn't come. I'm like, well, I got a test because I'm in school. And so I'm like, I got a test on Thursday, so can it be Friday after the test or something? And they were like, you gonna plan your baby to come out after the test?
Girl, you such a Sagittarius. We planned everything to the T.
I was like,
me.
5 o'clock works for me. Does that work for you?
Right,
Like,
exactly. Do a little happy hour real quick, and then we can make it do what it do.
By ear, and I literally leave the doctor's office. We go to our Valentine's Day little dinner or whatever, and so I go to the bathroom, and my mucus plug comes out. And I'm like, oh Lord, the baby coming. But I don't feel nothing. So I called out. They was like, no, that's normal. That can come out weeks before or whatever. Yeah. And so I go home, and I'm still having these cramps, and I ate my dinner and everything. I go to sleep. I wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, something ain't right. And my mom was like, okay, well let's get in the tub. I'm a time your contractions. Well, I was like, hold on, this is getting worse. Mama, tag your man. I don't want this. I can't do this. Like, Mama, can you do it for me? Because I'm scared. And so, but everything after that, we got to the doctor and everything, and I was able to have a vaginal delivery. Everything was great. With Amina, to this day, she still hang on to me. Like, Amina loved me in the womb to the point she would not come out. Like, I'm at work, and I'm on my due date at work. And I'm like, okay, because I work at a hospital. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go into, I'm going to have my whole water break on the floor, like in my mind. I said, water break on the floor. And I'm going to say, hey, y'all, roll me upstairs.
I'm
already here.
I mean, but that's the perfect place to go.
Why would I want to go home and waste gas when I'm already at the hospital? That's what I'm wasting gas. I'm wasting gas.
I get her though.
Let's be economical.
I get her.
It's efficient. I like
get
the
her.
efficiency. I like
You know what? That was the plan in me. But Amina said, no, ma'am. No, you would not come out. I went to Walmart, walked all day, nothing. I was like, I did everything. I said, come on, nut. I was like, nothing. Nut. I want your nut. Anyway.
No, give me that nut. Give me that.
Give me that nut.
Give me that.
Give me that.
It's a little bit more finesse on it than I said it.
No, it's that New Orleans. Give me that nut.
But nothing. And so I had got plans to get induced on her actual birthday, July 20th. And so I get there, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm getting Pitocin, I'm getting all this stuff to make it. Everything is going good. We get to 8 centimeters, and she started contracting the wrong way. What you doing?
No, what you mean?
Oh, what does that mean? She did not want to be evicted. She was not
this way. You not.
Oh no! So she was going.
She was backing up.
She was
backing
going.
up. Backing that thing up, y'all.
Like the 99 early 2000s. I ain't playing with her.
Feel my pain, people. I was like, where you going?
You literally right there. How
Get
you
out.
back?
Your eviction notice has been served. Get out.
She said you ain't getting me up out of here.
It's like she probably did like this.
No, it didn't.
Wow.
So of course, with that they have to do an emergency C-section. Yeah. I'm crushed because I'm like, I want to have another vaginal delivery.
She said you gonna have to get me out of here.
The doctor said when I got on the table and he did my C-section, because they peel back like 6 layers of skin or whatever to get to him. She said the baby was looking right up at him like, hello.
6 layers of skin.
She was not coming out.
When you have a cesarean, they have to cut through about 6 layers of. I'm sorry, I know it ain't for everybody. If you got the scientific fact of it, they have to peel back all those layers, and that's why it's like
major surgery.
It's a major surgery.
Yeah, it is.
So they over here playing Operation.
Yeah. Not only that, they asked me could they bring in a class of med students to look at it.
I had a student during my
but I am a scientist, so I'm like, they need to learn this. They need to know. I heard they was taking out my ovaries and everything, showing them this.
Shut the front door! And that's why I know. Shut the whole front door!
And she went. I'm like, yeah, show it to her, but put it back in right. Don't switch them up.
Now I just asked you if you had complications. You talking about no? Girl, your whole heart on an operating table.
I said no to the first one.
When you go to a teaching hospital, literally that's when I went in with
she work at a teaching hospital.
I want no residents in my room.
But how you gonna learn though?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You can learn, but you're not gonna learn from me.
I had a student during mine, and my husband wasn't with it, but I was with it. I was like, let him see.
Yeah, but
I did it the first one around. You had your lesson that one. You ain't gonna do it again.
But as a person that wanted to go to medical school, I would have loved to see an actual body in real time, just giving birth, and see what that looked like. And you can't get that experience back.
Yeah. And I did it in nursing school.
Yeah, it's not the same with a cadaver. It's not.
It's not.
And
Look at y'all. Y'all chose real professions.
Yeah.
I'm a damn teacher.
It's a real profession. Hello.
We need you too. We need teachers.
Yes. So, you think you would have been uncomfortable having a student in there?
Absolutely not. I was
Girl, you would have been so high from all the drugs. Which did anyone do like a natural birth? Wait, before we get into that part.
No.
I do gotta
No. Absolutely not. I was uncomfortable when I accidentally hit the cold blue button because I was nervous when Nunu was being born and she had a room full of 30
accidentally hit the cold blue
because the lady told me.
Well, we're not gonna let Tiwa tell my birth story.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Y'all silly. I was gonna ask a question, but I did have, like with Janiyah, I just remember like, you know, I wanted medicine. That I did know. I knew about an epidural and I knew about Pitocin. Them two things I knew they go hand to hand, and I needed them just like I need Clear and TSA pre-check. They go together.
Well, not necessarily the Pitocin though. If you was
that's to make you.
Yeah. I know. But I'm just saying with my other kids, it was definitely like coming in with it, like, hey.
Yeah.
But I remember being like the doctor had did something to my vein, and it was just blood going everywhere, and I was just like, just fix it.
You sure it was the doctor?
Just fix it. It was somebody.
It probably was because you know it'd be the nurses that do now
usually.
Yeah.
Usually.
But honey, I just remember blood going everywhere, and me being so like drugged up that it was just like, just fix it,
just close it up.
Like whatever you got to do, just fix it. Like that is probably the only thing that I remember that was kind of like a not necessarily traumatic, but somewhat traumatic for me because I just was so out of it, which is why I asked you guys, have any of you guys done like, because for me, I don't mind being drugged up. You know, because it's not gonna make me love my child. Yeah, for a baby. Let me add that in. Don't you edit it any kind of way either. I don't mind being drugged up to give birth because to me it doesn't make me love my child more because I go through more pain. Right. That don't. But for some parents, I know it's so essential that it's just like, oh no, I want to have a natural
everything.
birth. And in case some of our listeners don't really understand the terminology for natural birth. Like natural birth is typically a vaginal birth.
Yes, that is
okay. Right. But the term is often played with to say natural means without medication.
Yeah.
Right. So all of my children have been delivered naturally vaginally, but I have always been an advocate for like reducing my pain because I don't. You know, they used to deliberately put us in pain giving birth as Black women because they felt like we were so strong. Baby, I'll take the cop out. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but in terms of y'all, how do y'all feel about whether or not you felt like you should have had a birth without medication? Like, how do y'all feel about that?
I personally don't know if I would want the epidural this go around.
Okay.
It hurt. Like when they did mine, and I don't know if it's because
I did have some back problems. Now I still got back problems.
So I don't think I want to get it next go round because for me, with Messiah, so I was supposed to get induced at 5 a.m. So at 2:30, my water broke because I was 42 weeks, and I was like, "You gotta go. Like, what's going on?" But I guess it's your first pregnancy. She wanted to see
a lot that the first one be long.
And it's because they want to watch and see what your body can do. You know, she was like, you know, if you're not having any complications, then she really didn't want to induce me. And I was like, 42, I'm done. Like I signed up for 9
and he was
not 10.
barely 9 pounds.
Right.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. I didn't sign up for 10 months. So I was like, I'm ready to be
straight elephant.
Like we can induce. So I was supposed to get induced at 5 a.m. 2:30, my water bag broke. And so I was like, okay, let me go take a shower or whatever. Cause Drake was in the bed. I was like, he gonna make me go if I get him up. So I had took me a shower, moisturized up, got my perfume and stuff on. I woke him up. And My water broke probably about an hour ago. We need to go. We need to go ahead and go.
On the floor.
Okay, talk about. Then put my perfume on, did my makeup,
Shave, shower,
Well, he threw me with the clippers, so that was already done. But yeah, I didn't have to shave. I was just saying.
I
She
hate
was saying I
y'all.
was shaving. When I'm pregnant, I don't get the wax, so he just hit me with the clippers.
For an hour? Wait, an hour later? What hour?
Listen,
Masai was born at noon. Masai was born noon, but when I got the epidural, it was like they wouldn't give me no more with my contractions. Why? Like when the baby was coming. And for me going to nursing school, I was like, am I dumbfounded right now? Because she was like, oh, the baby coming, we can't give you no more. And for me, I was like, so I don't get no more medicine when I'm pushing the baby out? She was like, no, because you got to know when to push. Yes.
Because your body be so relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
Yes,
the
that's
medicine
true.
is only during the time that while you're just, once the baby is coming, you feeling all that, sis.
Yeah.
Cases.
hold on. So what the
epidural
You should be
is to
numb, though.
numb
Yeah, it
from
should
the
be
waist down.
numb. It waits. So it basically, well, shit, y'all the scientists. Hell, I'm just.
But see,
It gets you through. It gets you through to labor.
No.
It gets you through
but
labor.
listen, and this is also the common misconception with epidurals. Is the epidural don't always work for everybody.
Yes,
and
it
then for
doesn't. Very
different people,
true.
it works differently. I know people who have gotten epidural and it only numbs half their body.
Right.
And, and that's why sometimes they tell you to move side to side or whatever. So
Yes.
fully.
Yes.
I know people who they take the epidural, they keep pressing it. They keep pressing.
Yeah.
And I still feel it.
Yeah.
I still feel it. And so that is a common misconception that there are people who you can get that epidural and you just signed over good old $10,000 for free. Because
And that was
it
me.
didn't
And
work.
I was like,
And then,
so it's
for
like
me,
it got
I
you
would-
too, but
I wouldn't get it again.
but you pushed and you could still feel it.
yes.
but it also,
anesthesia is expensive.
it's very
It
expensive.
is.
It also matters
Yeah.
about your pain tolerance.
Yeah.
Because if you have a high pain tolerance,
Yeah.
the epidural will only intensify that. So you will not feel anything. But if you don't have a high pain tolerance and then you get the epidural, you'll still feel stuff because your sensitivity level's higher. Okay. So that does matter. So it does matter.
I felt bamboozled.
Not
Because I didn't feel nothing when I got mine. You feel me?
They hit you with
They go on your spine, so you want it to
They hit
be
you
worth
with
it,
the
man.
okey-doke.
And I was like,
Well, it was worth it for me, baby. I did.
I didn't feel nothing.
Pushed 3 times.
She said, I can't
And
do it.
then I didn't even know that I had teared.
Wait,
so
for your
when-
first, your second, or your third?
Shit, bitch, I don't know. Why did you do me like that?
it was
Why are you asking those kind of questions? I don't know what
The reason I asked is for our listeners is because
Okay.
it can be different.
No,
So
it's-
for my first child, I remember Janiyah, I only pushed 3 times. Like her labor and delivery, besides the fact that I was bleeding out and was too high to understand what was happening. Besides that, that was the smoothest delivery that I had. Zaire, I was in labor with him for days, damn near a week.
Oh, no.
absolutely
No,
not.
seriously.
No.
And that was probably because I was really rushing him. At 38 weeks, I feel like, baby, you're well
done.
enough.
Yes.
You're well enough. Just like I don't like a well done steak, I don't want a well done cake. Okay. Just give me medium well is good enough for me. Okay. So at 38 weeks, I was
medium well, baby.
shit me.
He was medium well, it was time.
Shit me. So
That's how I was with Nunu, medium well at 37.
right. I was literally going back up to the hospital every day. They was like, ma'am, you still have time. I was just like, I don't think we do. I'm delulu at this point.
Are you sure it was actual
Girl, it was labor. And I was having labor pains. This wasn't no Braxton
It
Hicks.
could have been Braxton Hicks.
No, bitch. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. This was active labor. And they needed to do something about it. So at this point, I was
Mental
threatening
labor.
to induce myself if they don't induce me. So they said, you know what? Let's just induce you.
But it's like active labor, you gotta get induced. The baby gonna come by itself.
Baby,
Active.
fuck all that. I'm telling you, this has been a whole week of this bullshit. I was beyond tired. So, I cannot make it up. After him, I was pretty much good. I did not want any more children. I just knew that this was going to be it. And he was, which is why I chose the last letter of the alphabet, Z, for Zaire, because it was the final. of
baby, you're
approval.
done.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm straight. I don't have to. I never wanted a natural, without medication, childbirth. And for those who do, shouts out to y'all for wanting to be even stronger than what they believe we are. But it's not for everyone.
Not even stronger than what
I actually got the perks of experiencing both. Mm-hmm. And so and I always wanted to be natural, not because of a wife trying to prove something to anybody or whatever like that, but kind of having that science background.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And, somebody who's had to be on medications and everything like that, I know how things just alter your body.
Yeah.
And so the least amount of...
And some people want to be alert when they have kids, though. Like, they want to remember everything. Mm-hmm. Me, I was just like, oh, baby.
But for me, it's all... I have so much anxiety.
Scars and...
Listen, I have so much anxiety around everything.
Yeah.
And because I have the tendency to overthink, and I'm always thinking worst case scenario of things. Mm-hmm. It's like I want the best case scenario, and I want to be in control of my body.
Absolutely.
And so when you are having epidural, you're paralyzed from the waist down. And I'm just like, what if I'm feeling legs never come back?
Yeah.
Like, all these things. I could be that 1% or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. And so I just wanted to do the least intervention period. I just felt like, our bodies are meant to do this anyway.
Yeah.
So let me just do what the body is meant to do. But baby, Iman.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, we had back labor with Iman.
Yeah.
If anybody knows what back labor is.
Yes.
Honey, it's all those pains that you feel in the front. You feel that shit in your ass, baby. And that, when you have to lay on your ass, is a different type of pain.
No, it is.
It is like excruciating. I just remember looking at the bathroom because I was like, oh my God, I need to poop. And it was like...
And that was my biggest fear. I did not want to be pooping on the table. I'm sorry, y'all. Was y'all scared about that?
I was. That's why I took a bath. Like, I took me a good bath.
But I didn't.
But I literally looked at the bathroom and I was like, I felt like it was in Narnia. It just looked so far away. And so I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this.
Motherhood is so beautiful.
Because you be so relaxed. I was like, Lord, please don't let me.
But it's the truth. When you're pushing, you're pushing.
Yeah, you are. That's
you do, and then, you do have poop that come out.
With Iman, because I had an epidural, I literally asked the nurse, I was like, am I pooping?
Yeah, you are.
And she's like, don't you worry about it. I said, I'm pooping.
They do say, don't you worry about it. I didn't poop though.
I did. I threw up all over myself.
I didn't poop.
You threw up too?
Because the medicine, it was so much medicine in me. I could taste it.
Oh,
and so I threw up, and they was just like, "Oh, don't worry about it. We're gonna get that off you." I was like, "I'm throwing up."
Not sexy at all.
Baby.
Pooping, throwing up. No, ma'am.
But that was honestly the staunch difference.
Yeah.
With going natural without medication.
Right.
When I say it's an experience I wouldn't trade for nothing.
Really?
Even though, because I had to be induced, I was on Pitocin. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who don't know what Pitocin is chemically induced contractions.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Contractions hurt shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking because it starts very low. It's like, oh, I can do this. Mm-hmm. When you get to active labor, it's I can't.
Right. And that's why you like, what an epidural. Why did I get the epidural?
Right. That is contractions that your body goes into naturally.
Right.
Yeah.
Chemically induced contractions is naturally occurring contractions on fucking steroids.
Yeah.
Okay? That shit hurts.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
Like, it is like, when I say I entered a different realm.
Yeah.
I literally, and because typically with normal contractions, you get breaks.
Yeah.
Like, even once you're in active
they come
labor,
every few
even if it's for 10 seconds or whatever like that. Once you're in active labor, you're at that last stage where the baby's like about to cry or whatever. Yeah. You typically still, you got a 10-second break. Even your breaks get longer.
Yeah, they do.
When you get towards the end of whatever. Mm-hmm. Your breaks get, not with Pitocin.
Okay.
The contractions last longer. Mm-hmm. And the break might be like this.
Yeah.
And then they come up and they last long. And you be like, bitch, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, but without the epidural, you get to move around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was my saving grace.
Yeah.
Because I pretty much labored entirely on the ball. And
good.
yeah, and when I wasn't laboring on the ball, I was like literally holding on to, like, I'm bent over.
Girl, I was in the back of my mama's truck,
yes, like
bouncing like a cat, like
holding on to
they
the bed.
still talk about that
I
to this
literally,
day.
like, I remember kind of when my water broke, I like jumped because I didn't want. Literally in my mind, I didn't want my feet to get wet.
Oh my God.
But it felt like it literally, but when I say you feel everything, because I remember my sister was like helping like massage my back and she's helping me breathe because it got to a point where I stopped breathing. Like I couldn't think of I'm breathing and like it wasn't happening at the same time. And she's like, you need to breathe. And like, I just kept hearing her say like, breathe, Jenny, breathe. And I'm just like, cause I'm like, it literally,
you're right.
You go from.
That's why they keep saying breathe.
Because you forget. You forget and breathe. I went from, oh, I'm reading a book to like,
little discomfort.
Like that was, and it was when I got to that the nurse from outside was like,
okay, it's time. Yeah, let me go check on her.
She transit because literally when I say all this happened in an hour and a half.
Yeah, I know.
It went by.
And it went by so quick. But to me, it went an hour and a half. I've been doing this shit forever.
Right.
But I went from to in an hour and a half.
Right.
And when I say I was hanging over the bed and my sister, my cousin, Juwan in there somewhere, child. My sister, my cousin, and the nurse,
She's lost her.
as I'm hanging over the bed, they're like, is that the head?
Right.
Her head was literally hanging out. Tiwa was like, I don't know if that's her asshole or her vagina. Shit,
I think I felt down. And I felt it, and I was like, wait, we got to get somebody. Because I literally felt the head, and I was like, oh, no.
I thought I was gonna have to catch her because she kept saying, she's like, I feel like I got a poop. We was like, no, and she wasn't
that's when you know that
she wouldn't
it's
get
time
on
to
the
push.
bed, and I thought I was gonna have to catch her because I thought she wasn't listening.
I'm literally hanging on the bed like this.
She wasn't listening, so I thought she was just gonna push anyway.
I was about to, honestly speaking, because
your body naturally wants to do
Yeah, the
that.
pressure.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of that pressure. It's so much pressure.
I have to catch
Yeah.
I have to catch her.
the pressure is it's literally like your own head.
Shout out, what was the doctor's name?
Dr. Edwards.
Yeah, shout out to Dr. Edwards. You were
When I say it was literally like my head was, it's as if somebody was pushing it through my entire body. That's the pressure that I felt. But when I say, and it's like I entered a space of nirvana because I blacked the fuck out.
Right.
But my doctor clicked me back in. She literally was like, focus on me.
Right.
And I like it. That had me snap out. Shout out
She had
to,
my attention.
as a
I was
black
like-
woman, having a black female doctor who is going to advocate for what you want is so vital and so important. Because when I
love
say
that.
she got me through those last moments,
Yeah.
she snapped me out of that shit. Like, this is what you wanted. Focus on me. Fuck everybody, because it was literally like 20 people in my damn room.
Yeah.
Because she done placed the cold blue. And then all the people came in my room. And they giving, and everybody, because it's the middle of the night, everybody's like, oh, we need to watch the bird. Like, so they just stayed. So I got a whole room full of people in my damn vagina.
In my
That's why when natural born
I don't
knew this.
work-
After you have children, you naked all the time, baby. Just naked all the time. Everybody was starting
colors. I don't know what the lady just said. Call the doctor, hit the call button. I pressed everything. I didn't know.
Yeah. She hit the cold blue button.
It's the hazardous waste. It's the cold blue.
Listen,
Everybody was out pressing everything.
Together
I hate you.
She literally, when I say
everything. So overwhelming.
She hit everything.
everybody ran into the
They
room
called a
and
fire,
literally.
hazardous waste, and cold blue at the same time.
It ain't my fault.
So when she said, so the
hospital
only thing
down.
that I really heard her say is listen to my voice.
Yeah, I love that.
And so it made
It
me
tunes you
zone
in.
everything
Very good.
else out around me.
Yeah.
She was like, listen to my voice, focus on me. I want your chin down,
Right.
legs up. And when I tell you to push, you push.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yes,
She
ma'am.
said, now. And Nunu, shoot. One push slid right out. And when I say everything just after that, it was it. Like the pain was over. And like it was so surreal because I was like, number one, I did it. Because I promise you, when I got up to hold that bed, the next word out of my mouth was epidural. Epidural. Because I felt like I can't take this shit no more.
Right.
But they say once you get to the point where you feel like you can't take it no more, that's when the baby coming.
Right.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I pushed it out, and it was honestly the best recovery I've had.
Yeah.
Because I
You didn't have all them drugs lingering and all.
But
that.
baby, once she came out, they was like, we can give you a little pain medication or whatever to take the little edge off. I said, go ahead, child. When they gave me that thing, I was feeling so good. She was like, but you're gonna be feeling a little. I said, you see all these people in here, they can take the baby.
Yeah, that epidural ain't nothing to play with either, y'all. Even though she's not talking about an epidural, but like that getting up afterwards, I thought I can do this, Nemo, but I can't.
Yeah.
Like, you be like, I know I can get up, child. The way my legs were noodles. Yeah. And I really thought that I was doing a little something and realized I wasn't doing none at all.
Even when they tell you just lift your leg up.
That part.
And you really be like, oh, my leg just said, boom.
Exactly. Yeah.
Up dead.
Yeah. Clearly, and we done, because this episode was supposed to be about the baby here and what to do with it. Now we're told all the birth stories and everything else. After pregnancy to learn the hard
maternity episode.
There should have been an episode, is what I'm saying.
I guess what they said is we skipped the part.
It is now.
And they made sure, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you knew the part that was skipped.
Yeah.
You know. Well, now you know what happens in between pregnancy and the baby being here. Right. But to wrap all of this up, because the beauty of motherhood ain't so beautiful. Okay. After all of this.
Actually, but the whole process is very beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Okay, girl, let's go to the question.
The person who was crying in the room more than me.
After she got here, though. Yeah. So to sum all of this up, right, we then got through pregnancy. We then got through, giving birth to the baby. Now that the baby's here, what would you say is your favorite part of having this baby is here and their developmental experience?
Just watch them grow, like the different
Just like
things. Oh, well. One thing, I can't pick one. It's hard to pick one. I mean, just seeing her neurological changes from being an infant to teaching yourself how to walk. Because just for them to have that innate ability to walk is amazing to me. Like, who taught you that? Like, who told you when it was time for you to crawl and for you to get up and pull up and then separate from the table and take those first few steps? It's so amazing to watch as a mother. Yeah, that's one of the best times to see a baby walk for the first time. Yeah. And just it's that step out on faith moment, that they talk about, it's like you see it in real life. And I think that's like one of the best things to see.
It's really hard to pick one.
Yeah. It is.
Especially like with your first or whatever. Because you're like watching them like a Hulk. When they gonna do this? When they gonna do that? For me, it's seeing my child problem solve, like things that maybe you haven't taught them, but just the common sense to do things. Like I call him Muhammad Ali, but we don't teach violence or teach Messiah. But my baby is like he's born in September. So he always is in the class with kids that's older than him from the baby room. So when he was in the baby room, they were already walking, they were already doing things. So a lot of the kids would like run over him kind of like in the room because he was the only one that was crawling in the room, the age group that he was with. And they was like, from the baby room, they was like, Messiah don't play. They walking, but he gonna pull them down. So it was like jokes of how much common sense he had as a baby. Like, that's my toy. And bro, he got a kid. Yeah, but rubbing that
Not today.
Not me, baby him, but not me. I'm not the one. Literally. I love seeing that about him. I love that about him. And now he's 4 and I see like he's into puzzles and stuff like that. And he's just amazing. And I'm like, I did that. God did that through me. God did his big one through me.
God did that. He be doing his big one.
The big one. So I think one of the most rewarding things for me is when you get to see glimpses of yourself in your children. Like, some things is the things you don't like about yourself. You're like, oh, my mama told me I was going to have to experience this. And then it's other parts of you that, the nurturing parts, the loving parts, the, just that sweet side that you're able to see in your own children. You just like, man, you make me proud.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's having those moments of you make me proud that is extremely rewarding after the sacrifice that we make, not just with our bodies, but literally just as parents. Because sometimes it can seem like it's going unnoticed, especially as your kids get older. Because, of course, y'all still have kids. My youngest is 9. My oldest is 21. You get what I'm saying? So to look at that gap. 21. But yeah, to look at that gap and just kind of look at where they are, like I said, it's rewarding to watch yourself and your children.
Yes.
So, and the best parts of you on top of that.
Yeah. I think for me, because I'm still in different stages, so I have different things that I think for my 3-year-old, it's watching him overcome something that he thought he couldn't do.
I love that.
You know, and you know, just how excited that he gets that, like, I did it. You know, that is so rewarding because I think it's a testament to you as parents. You know, like you really are.
Man, Buddy said yesterday, I'm only 3.
Like, let's not
want me to remember all of this and do all these things, but I'm only 3.
full adult.
Baby boy, I said, you know what? You're right. You're right.
You can't even argue with that.
Exactly.
No.
He's only 3.
And so the fact that he's recognizing these type of things, you know, is so rewarding to watch.
Yeah.
With Nunu, it's honestly, you know, she's only 2 months, and so she's just smiling all the time right now. And so watching her smile is just like, girl, what be making you so happy? You know, I think it's so rewarding from, you know, just watching them.
And smiles are contagious.
Yeah. And so when it helps the postpartum, it helps the exhaustion. It helps the, you know, like the times where, you know, I really just want to break down and cry because, girl, like, you're driving me nuts. But then she'll just go.
Right.
With all her gums.
Yeah.
You know, and you just be like, this is why I did this.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
Okay, all right. It almost made me feel like I want to do it.
That's the goal of this whole episode.
Well, thank y'all for joining us for another episode with Sis on season 3. Yeah, I got it right. At the end, episode 2. I told y'all I was going to get it right. All right. So we will come back with another episode. You got to join us for episode 3, where we'll talk about aunties. Tiwa gets her moment. Because I'm tired of hosting y'all. Yeah, I got to be able to talk about something. But with that being said, make sure you continue to tune in on Sis. Hit us up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere you can watch a podcast, girl. And with that, bye, sis.
Bye, sis.